Hello, team. How are we doing? I can hear myself and it's annoying me. Just trying to work out what I've done wrong. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Can you guys hear me okay? We'll have a stream. As long as you can hear me, we'll have a stream. I don't know why I can hear me is the problem. I can hear my voice being played back to myself. Trying to check if I've got any tabs open. We'll do some Master League. No, it's this. I can't describe it, but like, it's giving me immediate feedback. But I can't work out why, which is fine. Casino Square, thanks very much for the sub. How you doing, mate? Zygarde hype? Oh, I don't know about that. But tell you what, I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm tempted to just build an Necrozma. Solely, I didn't get a hundo. I think I did enough raids. I mean, I didn't technically do enough raids to deserve a hundo, but I did enough raids that I felt like I wanted a hundo and felt like I deserved a hundo. But I have a 98%, 15, 15, 14, and I'm like, oh, but the problem is I can't do Dawn Wings because I accidentally clicked Solgaleo. So I'd have to pick Duskmane. Okay, so if I do Duskmane, which I'm willing to do, where's my Cosmog? No, it's not because I don't have a Lunala, it's because I don't have the energy I don't have lunar energy. I don't have any lunar energy. And then for global, I'll make sure I focus on getting lunar energy. Don't you feel like you should get a hundo after the first raid? That's how I feel. That's what happened to me with Lando Therian. First raid, got a hundo. Very first raid. I was pretty right. Yeah, I went the Solgaleo route because I was like, oh, I want another Solgaleo reroll for Master League without realizing that if you pick Solgaleo, you'll only get solar energy. I didn't know that. It didn't really tell me. We'll see. Okay then, let's go into the game. Boom. Right, we're gonna catch this meow. I'm good, Pika, how are you doing? How's it going? Who was, if you weren't in Madrid or in Sendai, did anyone Remote raid Necrozma? Did you get any good Necrozma from remote raids? Or is everyone waiting until GoFest? Global GoFest. Because I was doing a lucky trade with someone earlier today. And they didn't have an Necrozma. Not even one. I wanted to do a lucky trade and they didn't even have one. Right, let's build this Necrozma then. Okay, so what do we think? Solly, give me your views on this. 98, but it's a picture one. It's a picture one. What do we think? Do it? Okay. Do I power up first or do I fuse first? Does it make a difference? Power up. 500,000 dust. But I'm then going to have to build immediately a new one. Fine. Fine. I'll do it for you guys. Fine. Do I give it a second move now? Or does it matter again? Yeah, I was in Madrid, so give it a second move now. Teach Necrozma new charged attack. Okay. And then do I evolve it? Or do I change it to tax now? I should change it to tax now before it gets Moongeist Beam. Charged, yeah. Moongeist Beam is going to be the top one, right? The top one. What do you mean fuse? Wait. Let's think about this. If I fuse it, then Future Sight is going to change to Moongeist Beam, right? Agreed. No, the other one, Sunsteel Strike, because I'm turning it into a lion. Which means that I'm adding Future Sight back into the pool for a TM. Do you see where I'm coming from? TMs are the only precious resource in this game. Nothing else in this game is precious. Okay, I'm going to give it the move now. I want Dark Pulse. Good. Now I'll evolve. Fuse. I pick one of these. I'll pick my Master League Solgaleo because I never use it and I might lucky trade the other one. Whereas I can't lucky trade this one. Yeah? Yeah, can someone confirm that I should be doing it with this one? I'm gonna do it. No one's saying no. Stop talking. Fine. Here we go. This is pretty. This is pretty. Boom, look at that. Okay. Team. I need a team. So this is now a Master League Necrozma. Tag it as Master League. Cool. And now we'll get into wait, I need a team. What do you mean? There you go, your moveset. That was because I TM'd it to that. Okay, where is the team? Necrozma is a Psychic Steel. What am I pairing this with? Master League or Summer Guard? It's unlikely I'm going to use this in Summer Guard. Palkia, Solgaleo, Necrozma. You just watched me fuse my Solgaleo. Best Buddy, Palkia O, and Lando T. Okay, we can do that. Why didn't I pick the other one? Because I want to use the other one for a lucky trade. So I want to save my other one for a lucky trade so I can build a proper Solgaleo. You get me? You get me? You get me. Okay. What's the safe swap then? It has to be the Necrozma, right? So Palkia, Necrozma. What are your stats? 179 HP? Okay. Oh yeah, because I lose an HP. Okay. And Landorus. Okay. Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm okay with this. Let's do this. Vampirist? What? Vampirist. Why are you playing GBR? Why aren't you in my stream? I'm best buddied. Oh, whoops, I threw it just before I was supposed to, so he knows this is an Aqua Tail. Whoopsie. That's fine. What if we're running mirror teams? I mean, 11. Well, I have to let this nuke come in, and I can just, I'll just come in with, oh wow, it didn't even take me out. Nice. And Palkia comes, ooh. That's a Marshadow! Oh, I win, right? Because this bad boy, hello. Look at that thing, it's green? What does this run? Oh, Bolt. Oh my goodness, that did way more than I wanted it to. Okay. What? Ref! I'm appealing. Scammed. Scammed. Okay. Yeah, no worry, Vampirist. It was that was well played. The game didn't actually let me throw my attack on your Marshadow with Palkia, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. We've got to respect the Marshadow pick, and I didn't. Did I get a good Marshadow? Shall I show you what happened? I'll show you what happened. Wait, hold on a minute. This is the Marshadow research, right? Am I right? Madrid Park Escapade. This was the Marshadow research. No, I didn't forget to finish it. I didn't complete page 2. Oh, I see. I was going to say, I couldn't complete it because it required me to do a certain number of stops spun in a certain area, and I left it too late. I was busy talking to someone, and then the event had stopped, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just do it at global. But then clearly after the event, these have all changed. Or it just skipped me to the next one, I'm not sure. So what do I need to do? Power up grass Pokemon, catch 10 normal, power up normal. Wait, catch what? What do I have to catch? Catch normal, catch 10 normal type Pokemon. Okay, here's one. Yeah, your Marshadow is awesome. What level was that Marshadow then, Vanfrost? Is that a Machamp? Hello. That's a level 50 Marshadow? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So, do you want to know something funny? I forgot that my Dusk main is a Steel type. I was like, oh, I'm big chillin', I'm a ghost. And then I was like, wait, I'm not a ghost. What am I even talking about? I'm a Psychic Steel. But it was because I was using Shadow Claw, I just forgot what I was. Right, so there's one normal. Do I have any in my stack? What are you? Be a normal. What are you? Be a normal. Right, well, I can't catch any more normals. We're gonna go straight back in and we're gonna just play better. We're gonna play better. This man flew to Spain and back without getting his debut mythical. Yeah, I was networking. I didn't go to play the game. Okay, we go again. Big lead. Okay, cool. This is avoiding our Lion Dragon, which is good. 2. Okay. Interesting. Palkia will win CMP against me. I need to make sure this Ho-Oh takes me out in one. Okay. Cool. Sergio! That's so rude. So. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 55. 25. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a Florges? I thought it was a Xerneas. You want me to pause mid-game? Wait, I don't even know what that redemption really means. Sergio, what I actually need you for is to tell me what Pokemon I need to build around for Worlds and why it's called Shadow Typhlosion. Remember, you can only throw one move on Dusk main, Sunsteel still hit like a truck. Oh, really? Sunsteel Strike would have been better to throw there? That makes sense. That makes sense. You think Goodra is the pick for Worlds? No. No, surely not. No, Emil, that's good to know. That's good to know. I actually need to check that. Let's check it together. Come. Let's check. Okay, so Master League. You can just do a single. And we're just going to check Dusk. What are you? No, you're not a Solgaleo. Necrozma Dusk. And then we'll just show it into a Dialga. So Dark Pulse is neutral, Dark Pulse is hitting for 68 damage, around 37%. Sunsteel Strike, which is resisted but has stab, is hitting for 86. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That does way more. Actually, even resisted, the DPE is pretty similar. Look at that, 1.36 to 1.32. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. Good to know. That is very good to know. Let's go back. I want to run Pidgeotto Worlds. Goodra is... Oh, Goodra. I don't want to run Goodra. Okay, I say that. The only reason I don't want to run Goodra is because I had weather boosted Comday. So I didn't get the Goodra that I wanted to get. That's it. That's honestly the only reason. Good lead, good lead. I'm bringing this out, and I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I mean, I don't think I'm... I think I probably still need to shield a Roar of Time, right? Oh, it's a Thunder. Even better. I mean, should I have thrown a Sunsteel Strike there and tried to Shadow Claw down? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I definitely should have. Definitely should have. Okay, that's fine. We learn. So that one should have been a Sunsteel Strike. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I kind of want to get out of here, though, because I want to bring my Palkia back. Interesting. This is kind of bad. I don't want to be here. Don't want to be here at all. I mean, I have to take this, which is annoying. And then I can maybe Spatial Rend the Palkia. Nope, it's not letting me press the attack, which is not ideal. Oh, this is so bad. No, there's no way. There's no way. Okay. If they lead Ho-Oh and they come in with Dialga, you go in Landorus. You go in with Landorus. That's fine. We learn. Ooh, okay. Django, that is good to know. That is good to know. 6 Dragon Breaths and then into Lando. The problem there is I have to shield first, right? I have to shield first. Okay. Okay, that's good. And I assume they've got their own steel in the back. So do I come with Palkia? No. I'll come in with Landorus. Yeah, I wish Phoenix, I wish I had a Dawn Wings. I wish I had one. Then we'd be big chillin'. So I'm assuming that they've got their own Solgaleo, right? That's my guess. Let's find out. Saying double weak to Dark and Ghost is good. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, it's okay, they're shielded. I mean, we can take a crunch. They're double debuffed. Oh, got the thing. Be a steal. Be a steal. Please be a steal. Not that one. Not that one! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay. Play better. Just play better. This is fine. We're just learning. This is fine. What do I do there? They had Landorus. I wonder if I can safe swap the Landorus instead. I probably can. I probably can. And should I bait here is the question. I think yes. Okay. Logs, welcome in, mate. How you doing? I'm getting punished at the moment. Aye, Logs, how you doing? How you doing? How's your Wednesday going? This is a bad bait. This is silly. I'm a genius. Okay, 480, 65, 15. Okay. They got the drop. They got the drop. That's not good. This is not good. I'm not happy, Bob. Good week? Yeah, not too bad. 3, 4, 5. Six. Can I farm this down before it farms me down? I can't. Oh, goodness gracious. And I don't think I can reach a second one. RIP! Not that it would have made a difference. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Bugcatcher, thank you very much for the raid. How are you doing? Hope your stream's going well. How are your battles? Are you enjoying Lando Cup? Not particularly. Not right now, because I didn't have, SJ, I didn't have any lunar energy, so I had to evolve Necrozma. I was forced to evolve Necrozma into the Lion, which is pretty cool, but it's not very good against Landorus, which is annoying. Accent, it was good fun. Thank you. It was good fun. Madrid, for anyone who hasn't been to Madrid, wow, Madrid is gorgeous. Madrid is a capital city. It is very regal. The parks were incredible. I didn't spend enough time actually playing, which didn't help me a lot. So I didn't finish my Marshadow research for a start, and I didn't actually get that many catches because I just wasn't really paying attention. But I had lots of really nice chats. I had lots of saw lots of people that I wouldn't otherwise get to see, which was really good. But I made a mistake in that I picked Solgaleo as my path instead of picking Lunala, because I wanted an extra Solgaleo for Master League. I wanted to see if I could get a better one than the one that I had. The problem is, as soon as you pick Solgaleo, then you are stuck into Solar Energy for the in-person ones. And that's kind of annoying because it means that I can only get Duskmane. And I didn't quite realise that. Maybe that's my own fault. Maybe I didn't read the site fully. I assumed, given that you were paying a total of £1 billion for this event, that they'd let you evolve into both. But I'm gonna have to wait until Global Go Fest to evolve it, to evolve the second one. Is the concern. I'm just gonna do damage here because I don't care about reducing the attack on this because it's just gonna switch out after the Palkia comes in anyway. And I'm hoping that what comes in is a Dialga, right? So let's see. Oh, that's fine as well. I'm a Steel. Oh, I'm so glad I picked the Steel Lion. I'm a genius. It's actually doing a decent amount of damage. Maybe I should bait. I kind of want to land this. I think it's cooler. I should bait. Axon, how have you been? How have you been? PvP is playing the actual game and try not to. It was nice though. Madrid, as I say, Madrid is lovely, so that was a really good destination for it. Let me Steel Strike this as well. No! Finally got Expert? God, goodness gracious, you guys. You're too far ahead. Far too far ahead. Coward! No, I agree. We want to see some Sun Steel Strike action. Axel, I don't know if you were around. Were you around yesterday at all for when we were talking about how I would nerf? Ooh, that's pretty. How I would nerf everything afterwards. What do I bring into you? Oh, you. Maybe I should just Sun Steel Strike everything. I don't know. Because now do I have to take 2 superpowers? That's not ideal. What do they lead with? Heat Ram? I'll just shield them. Oh, balls. It's fine. What am I drinking? Tantaline? I'm drinking fruit squash, which is something that if you're American, you might not know what it is, unless you've been listening to me telling you all the time about how Americans don't know what fruit squash is. It's not cranberry juice, if anyone asks. It's not cranberry juice. Should I just Sun Steel Strike this? I know it's double resisted, but I feel like I should. I won't. Let's not. You hear this bloody yeah, it is sweet. It's like water. Go on, switching. What have you got? Shall I start baiting this? I don't even know. Do you know what? I'm gonna start just sand steering storm the heck out of this thing, even though it's resisted. Because they need to protect this, right? They need to protect it. Because the Palkia is going to take out the Heatran, right? So they need to protect this to sweep with. I really need to be careful of the Heatran coming in. There it is. And now, maybe they can double up before I can get to a Sunsteel Strike. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I think I lose, because I think they just double up. They just go double... Actually, I'm going to just Dark Pulse them, right? I just have to Dark Pulse. And hope that Dark Pulse can maybe take this out? Because I don't think I get to a Sunsteel Strike. Oh, I would have got to a Sunsteel Strike. Why did I not count? I assume they were just at 2. Oh, I'm a genius. Stop it, Freed. Yeah, I just don't know how much. I just don't know how much damage anything does with these mons. It's a fairy, right? So it's quite squishy, I guess. It was never in doubt. David, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. How's your day going? Yeah, this is basically, you have like concentrated fruit juice that you mix with water, and then it just becomes like a mixed drink, which is good. It tastes really good. It's good hydration. What? I haven't seen one of these in a hot minute. You do not win CMP, sir. Who is going to? Where is the other Go Fest? Is it New York? And when is it? And is anyone going to it? Are my questions. And when is Global? Someone's give me some information. I don't know anything anymore. Syrup? Yeah, I think some people have asked whether or not it's a syrup. Wait, hold on a minute. They've gone 2 shields down. I'm gonna lion sweep. We're gonna lion sweep. This is good. This is good. We're gonna lion sweep. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, do I want to Dark Pulse this because it's super effective, or do I still just want to Sunsteel Strike everything? I think we want to Sunsteel Strike everything. I agree. Why Dark Pulse when you can Sunsteel Strike? Let's go! How much does Sunsteel Strike do to a Togekiss? Goodbye, my friend. You will not be missed. Donk. We need it. Yeah, it does need. It does need a better. It does need a better animation. But oh baby. Oh baby. Too easy. Question. Question for you. Does Giratina Origin need a buff? Now that we got some big boys, some big Shadow Claw users in the meta, is Origin a little outdated? Because I was actually gonna, I mean, I say I was gonna, I'm suggesting that we nerf Shadow Ball for next season. I think it's had its time. Does that mean you have to nerf Giratina, you have to buff Giratina Origin? Would you buff it anyway? Maybe. Yes. Yes, this is the kind of Zygarde gaming I like. Wait, who is this? Is this someone we know? Can anyone see the name? Did you see the name? Who is this? I will accept any win con against a Zygarde player. I'm not gonna. Isn't Ominous Wind pretty safe to buff? Okay. My only concern. This has to be someone we know because they're occasionally tapping. Did anyone see who this was? My only hesitation with Ominous Wind buff is that Giratina Origin is not that accessible in Great League. And so if you're going to buff it, I would probably lean towards buffing its nuke attack rather than improving its pacing, because pacing is arguably more important in Great League than a big nuke, than an efficient nuke. Then make it accessible? Yeah, well, isn't that a question? Isn't that a question? I would make it accessible. If I had any power, I would, but I do not. No, I don't know who that is. Are we ready for Shadow Altered Tina the week before Worlds? Wouldn't that be something? Wait. No, that's not coming. That's not coming. That's not coming. How many wins do I need to reach the rank that I'm at? Do we mean in GBL? I assume you mean in GBL. We can go check. As soon as I finish this game, we'll go check where I'm at. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. Oh, balls. I was going to say they're about to switch. And they switched. Wait, hold on a minute. This is fine. Because we have this boy now. 2, 3, 4. Wait, Crunch is super effective. That's not good. 5, 6, 7. Gonna get Sentinel Strike. 8. Surely they're not running Earthquake. No one runs Earthquake. Right? Everyone runs Outrage. Yeah? Yeah? Right? Hold on a minute. They shielded. Uh-oh. 9. Oh, I'm so conflicted. No, you don't have Earthquake. Yes. 10. Okay. Okay, okay. Defense drop what? 2, 3, 4. Hit 100. Ah! This is fine. This is fine. We meet. Uh-oh. Zygarde. My goodness, Zygarde. Okay, you're gonna shield because you're a fraud. Please shield. Shield. Please shield. Yes. please have a Dialga in the back. Go on, give me a Steel, give me a Solgaleo, give me something like that, please. Yes! Victory is assured. Okay, what were the questions? Let me quickly scroll back. Where were we? Tandalion, you asked, what do I have to do to get to wherever I'm at? Where am I? I'm at 2277. Okay, so I've played 255 battles. What a nerd. And I've only won, or I've won 158. But that's good because also, if anyone doesn't remember, if you go into your shop, in your shop you should have a battle pass. And then that should appear here as Go Battle League timed research. And for all of your wins, you're getting free dust, free XLs, and look at that beautiful charge TM as well. So you want to be getting through those. And once you go through all of the ranks, and after rank 20, that's when you then can get your elo. And then there are different ranks for the different stages of elo. So I'm at ace, veterans at 2500, which we'll get to soon. Ooh, look at all this dust. Starpiece time. And onwards and upwards. Right, where am I stopped? Okay. Oh, look at that beautiful rare XL. That's for the Marshadow that we're going to get. We're going to get a Marshadow, maybe. We might even get it today. We probably won't, but we might. And that's exciting. Let me read. What you guys saying? What you guys saying? Stress? Oh, okay. Tandalion, the one thing that I would say is never to let this game stress you out. And I know that that's easier said than done, but honestly, there are too many things that go wrong with the game that after a while you realize it's just not worth it. It's not worth the energy for Go Battle League. It's not worth the energy to let yourself get stressed about it. You just laugh it off. It's a silly old game, but it's funny. And I get to use my cool line, so I'm happy. What is the optimal timing for 2-turn versus 5-turn Phoenix? Okay, so every time you throw your attack, it actually takes an extra turn. 2, 3, 4, 1 sec, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they're on quick attack, 8. They're probably gonna... When do people throw? They like to throw... We'll just try and guess. 9, 10... Okay, 10. So he's thrown the first one after 10. We're gonna shield, because if it's a play rough, then we die. It's a wild charge, that's fine. Stay there then. 5, 6... This is another wild charge, so we're not gonna shield this. What's Zacian gonna be paired with? A dragon? Probably. This is fine. Oh, they're staying in. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're at another wild charge. I don't want to risk going in with Landorus. They might have Kyogre. Actually, I don't mind. I'm going to full farm, it's not that much, but I'm going to farm this down with Lion. See what they've got. Show me what you got. Not that! Oh goodness, it's a beautiful monkey. Is there any way we can win this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Wait, I have a Zarude. Shall I run Zarude? I could run a Zarude. Hold on a minute. Someone think of a Zarude team for me. Grass dragon. Wow, that does a lot. Interesting. Okay, so what question was I answering? It was 2 turns into 5 turns. Okay, so here's your 5-turn attack, right? You use your first 2-turn attack, you use your second 2-turn attack, and you can throw after those 2. That uses up the 1 and you're fine, right? But if you had 10, you use the first one, use the second one, use the third one, fourth one. If you were to throw after 5, you're throwing on alignment rather than giving yourself the 1 turn to throw. So you cannot throw after 5. So you can throw after 1, 2. You can throw after 3, 4, but it's slightly less efficient, right? Because you use that turn, you give them effectively a free turn, right? But you can throw after 4, and then assume I have a third hand. I'm not going to use a foot, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my third hand. 6, 7. So 7 is very efficient again because you use that turn. So 2 and 7 are the most efficient times to throw, and 4 is still fine to throw, but slightly less efficient. But you often don't get the liberty of that choice to go for 2 or 7, because you also need to bear in mind that optimal timing isn't just throwing when they get the fewest number of turns through. That's not the only thing about optimal timing. Optimal timing also has to take into account when they are reaching their attacks and the gameplay situation of if it's more important to throw before they reach their attacks or afterwards. Right? So there are situations, for example, where if they're running a debuff move, you might go for what would otherwise be unoptimal timing to ensure that you're not debuffed. But actually, with the context of that, it becomes more optimal timing. So a Sacred Fire gives you a 50% chance of being debuffed. So let's say there's a situation where you could throw after 4 before a Sacred Fire, or 7 potentially after a Sacred Fire. Why did my camera do that? You would generally lean towards the 4 because the Sacred Fire might outweigh what would otherwise be slightly less optimal timing. If you throw on alignment, right? If you throw on 5, which you should never ever do as a 2-turn user, you are risking a full Incinerate going through, and that is 20 energy for free. Don't do that. Do not do that. That is how you get swept by a Typhlosion in Great League, right? That is how you get swept. But hopefully that helps. What was next? Hundo Marshadow. Oh yeah. Do I have any normal types outside? Is this a no? No, that's a Marill. What's this? Ugh, I don't want you. Wait, you're not a normal type. You are a normal type. Amazing. Amazing. Is Rare XL guaranteed once you hit Ace on the second win of the set? No. So what I'm doing is I'm doing premium sets, and the only reason that I'm doing a premium set is because during Master League rotations, whenever Master League is available in GBL, then the premium set, whenever Master League is available in GBL, then all of the rewards from GBL are tripled. And so I do a premium set because I want all of this triple dust, because that's where I get my most. Look how much Stardust I've earned from GBL. Can you see that? Can you see that just at the top here, yeah? 57 million dust just from GBL. And it's because I try and do some premium sets when Master League is available. And in the premium track, XL Candy is one of the drops. And it's got reasonable odds for Rare XL. So that's why I do it. I'm not recommending do it because premium passes aren't free. But if you're willing to invest in premium passes, then raids and premium Go Battle League sets is what I spend mine on. Interesting. Okay, they've given me a free mud shot, but actually it's not important because I'm going to hit 100 energy anyway. Interesting. Bye-bye. This 2 shielded Zygarde's going to cause me problems. But I think... I don't get lag. I think we'll be okay. We just got to be careful about that Palkia energy. What? As if you've not shielded, you fraud.
Put my heart in your hands till it came back round. Didn't think that you'd fallen so deep. Didn't know that I had it in me. Guess my sanity.
What we saying? What we saying? Yeah, don't. If you've not got many premium passes, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't use them for the hope of the rare XL. I'm using my premium passes for the dust, and the rare XL is like a good ancillary benefit, I guess. Whereas if you're just doing it for rare XL, it might not be proportionate. Zarude, Landorus, Palkia O. No, because I got to use my Lion. I got to use my Lion. You need to give me a Zarude and Lion team. Yeah, K9, I agree. But there are situations where bad timing or unoptimal timing is preferential because it forces your opponent into situations that they don't want. Okay, we're best buddied. That gives us an advantage. We're not going to throw early this time, like we did last time. They've thrown on CMP, so we're going to no shield if they shield. I think. Is that what we want to do? Doesn't matter. Okay, we don't reach the next spatial rend, which is pretty annoying. Wait, hold on a minute! They're double weak to my ghost. 9, they're on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can farm this down before they get to 2 attacks. Ow. Ha ha ha! Wait, shall I debuff them? Let's debuff them first. They're purified? Whoa. That means they were once a shadow. Zarude, Lion, Palkia O. I see your creative spark there. I mean, I don't care about you. How much does a Shadow Ball do to me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not ideal. I'm quite squishy, it seems. Oops. Whoops. My bad. My bad. Could I have not farmed down the Necrozma? I was... Wait. With what? With my Necrozma? I was farming down the Necrozma. They switched out. I was trying to farm it down. In the end? Could I not have farmed down the Necrozma? As in, just, I shouldn't have bothered throwing any attacks against the Mewtwo. I should have just gone for full farm down of everything. Yeah. Yeah, I could have done that. Yeah. Why didn't I throw? Oh, because I didn't reach 2. I didn't reach 2. I don't think. Mike, what device are you playing on? What device are you playing on? Am I mad? Did they have another shield? Yeah, they had 2 shields, right? They had 2 shields. Oh, I've not been paying attention. What's going on here? I'm gonna just shield. Wait, where are my shield? They've not shielded at all? God, this Landorus is struggling here. I shouldn't have shielded that second time. I didn't realize they had shielded at all. Oh my goodness, we're about to lose so hard. Oh, this is worrying. Maybe. If they shield this, then there's a chance. There's a chance. They shielded it. There's a chance. No. Wait, no, that's fine. They've used their energy. That's also fine. Hold on a minute. How do I take out this Ho-Oh? Uh-oh. This ain't good. This ain't good. This is bad. Actively bad. Oh well, oh well. Samsung S23, Mike. Yeah, that's actually the same phone that I'm playing on, and I'm struggling as well. And I think it's one of these things where the game seems to be better optimized for iPhone, and so I don't think the iPhones are having as much lag on in GBL as the Samsung seem to be. So if you have access to an iPhone, then I would recommend doing GBL on that. I have an iPhone, but it's my work phone, and I can't stream from that one, so I would play GBL on, if I'm not on stream, I would play GBL on my iPhone, on my work phone. But when I'm streaming, I can't use my iPhone to stream. So I'm stuck on this, and you'll see that I get lag all of the time. And I was saying the other day that actually I think this phone also has a little bit of damage. I think when I was in Madrid, I got a little bit of heat damage on it, which is not ideal, but it means that like it feels hot right now, more than it usually does, and the screen sometimes goes really funky. It goes all green. which is not good. And so if it did get to a point where I had to buy a new phone, I would probably consider an iPhone, not because I need an iPhone for anything else or want an iPhone other than GBL is just a little bit easier to play, which is not a good reason to get an iPhone. But maybe it's reason enough. Manny, welcome in. How you doing? I'm well, thank you. Yeah, I agree it's crazy, Mike. I agree. It is crazy. But we'll see. Ah, Elliot, thanks very much for the sub, mate. How you doing? Whoops, 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 whoops. Yeah, we definitely just need a little bit of love here, don't we? Okay, they've thrown out Rage already. I don't particularly want to take these crunches on my Solgaleo, but I don't want to have to, I guess. Ooh! Ooh! Hello! Big line, San Diego, welcome in. Coming in at the right time. Goodbye. I guess we just 2-shield our lion, right? When did they add Digimon to Pokemon? It's a great question. We're just going to 2-shield lion and do lion things. You went positive today using Necrozma Dawnwings? Yeah, I wish I had a Dawnwings. I wish I had one. But I only have solar energy, so we're using Big Lion. We're using this this Power Ranger monster here. I really hope my Dark Pulse actually takes us out. I'm double debuffed, but I think that's okay. I hope. Please, please, Lion. Please. Oh my goodness gracious. No! No! Okay. Niantic, if you're listening, Dragon Tail needs a nerf. This thing, this robot, oh my gracious. Ooh, a Torchic. I like Torchic. Okay, we're nerfing Dragon Tail. Everyone tweet right now. Nerf Dragon Tail. At Pokemon Go. No other normal types outside. What raid is that? Mega Charizard's in raids? Nice. Okay, before we start the next set, let's have a quick look at what the announcement was today for the next in-game event. Let's go look. Let's go look. You should have used your Elite Fast TM for Dragon Tail? Wait, Mike, wait. On which Pokemon? On which Pokemon? Which Pokemon are you considering Elite? On Dragonite? No, no, no. Dragonite, stick with Dragon Breath. Stick with Dragon Breath. If you have access to both Dragon Breath and Dragon Tail, you generally prefer Dragon Breath. The reason is that the parameters for both attacks are almost identical. But Dragon Breath has two advantages. The first advantage is that it is more flexible. You are not locked into a 3-turn attack, you're using a 1-turn attack. That allows you to get your damage in quicker. So if you need to come in and snipe something, you can do that in 1 turn if you need to. and also gives you flexibility to switch in and out more freely. But the other thing that people don't talk about as much or don't realize as much is that when damage applies, the way that damage is calculated in the game is there's lots of rounding involved, right? So let's say it's going to do certain damage, let's say 3.2. Obviously, you know, you can round up, you can round down, etc. By having a one-turn attack, you give yourself the possibility for rounding up to benefit you, where every single Dragon Breath does one more damage, whereas if it's a Dragon Tail, that whole Dragon Tail does one more damage. Right? So instead of getting one more damage every turn, you're getting one more damage every 3 turns. There aren't many situations where that happens, but it can happen. So that Dragon Breath potential for rounding, Water Gun, Dragon Breath, Lick, those have those advantages, but then also the flexibility. But Dragon Tail, the reason I'm saying I wouldn't mind if it gets nerfed is just because Zygarde is just starting to get a little bit annoying. That's all. Right, let's go have a look at the next in-game event. So, what day is it today? It's the 19th of June. Yesterday, they announced this. Pokemon Go is celebrating 8 years. Join us for the fun. 8 years? Wow, 2016. Long time ago. And what is number 88? Pokemon number 88 is Grimer. So we've got Grimer. It's got a party hat celebrating. If you like costumes, then there you go. No worries, Mike. Thanks for joining. But yeah, we've got Grimer with a party hat. It evolves into Muck wearing a party hat. Perfect. The Grimer can be shiny. Costume shinies. You'll love to see it. Meltan. You can counter a shiny one as well if you do your mystery box. So if you've got a Nintendo Switch... Wait, do you need that anymore? You might be able to just do it directly from your phone. Maybe it's just transferring to home. I can't really remember how mystery box works. But do it, and I think you can just do it on your phone. You go from the Pokemon Go app to the Pokemon Home app. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, cool. The Switch is for Gimmighoul. Mystery Box, Pokemon Home. You can get a shiny Meltan. Melmetal, not super relevant at the moment, but it is something that could easily be buffed to become super relevant once more, right? Because it has a legacy attack in Double Iron Bash, so you can easily change Double Iron Bash and you can tweak it to make Melmetal as good or as bad as you want. The game can do that. If they want Melmetal to be more prevalent in a league, it's a very easy Pokemon to buff. Event bonuses, increased chance to become lucky friends. If you are best friends with me, please send me a gift and or remind me to open your gift, because I do like lucky friends. Increased chance to get lucky Pokemon in trades. You get 100 trades per day, so try and do as many as you can. You get an increased chance for them to go lucky. Friendship levels will increase faster than normal through opening gifts, trading Pokemon, or battling together in raids, gyms, or trainer battles. Sweet. Chances of finding 8 or 88 or maybe more. 89? Gimmighoul coins when you spin a Pokestop with a golden lure module. In addition to the above, the 8th anniversary party will have special bonuses on certain days. Half egg, 2 XP, 2 Stardust. We like Stardust. Wild encounters. This is where I want you to start paying attention. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. They are wearing a party hat. If you like party hats, well, celebrate. If you like me and you don't like party hats, then very sad. Pikachu wearing a cake hat. What does that look like? Grimer party hat. Eevee party hat. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley. Would recommend Fuecoco because you can also ideally get the XLs for this. If you don't have the XLs for any of these 3, then do those as well. These are worth getting the XLs for because they all have Mega Evolutions at the moment. Fuecoco I would also recommend because it has potential in Master League Premier. These 2 less important, Sprigatito and Quaxley. Some trainers might even encounter the following. Hello, Grimer, you lucky fools. Right. This is the big one, team. Pay attention to this one. If you're not paying attention to anything else in this video, pay attention to this sentence. Totodile is spawning for the first time properly, right? For the first time properly since Feraligatr got Shadowclaw, there are legitimate Totodile spawns that are available to everyone. Get a Totodile. Get a Feraligatr for every league. For Great League, for Ultra League. Try and get one for Master League. Get your XLs. If you're struggling for XLs, go and check how many XLs you've got for your Feraligatr. Go and Mega Evolve a Water type. When we are in June the 28th to June the 29th, go and catch. It's only 2 days, 48 hours, right? You've got 48 hours of Totodile spawns. Get a water mega on. If you don't have the XLs, go and get a Feraligatr for every league. Cyndaquil, you don't need to worry about this because we've got Cyndaquil Conde this weekend. Is that right? Some weekend. Don't worry about that one. Chikorita, again, you don't need to worry about it as much. It's unlikely to become meta anytime soon. These three, they all have Mega Evolutions. Go and get one of them for the Mega Evolution. So try and get. I like to Mega Evolve Hundos if I can. So try and get those. But also Mudkip, get one for Great League and Ultra League. Swampert is very, very good. It's not super prominent at the moment in the play Pokemon meta, but it will come back. It will come back for sure. So get your Mudkips. Torchic is then the next important one after Mudkip because Blaziken has play. It's not brilliant, but it can have play. So I'd recommend getting a Torchic, getting a Blaziken for Great League, but Blaziken is, all three of these are awesome megas. These two in particular are really good megas when it comes to PvP. And we don't know yet next season whether or not we'll have an opportunity to play with megas in GBL. We've had it before. We have had it before. There are now way more megas than there were since the last time we had it. It may well come back again. Go and try and get as many megas as you can for Master League, for Mega Master League, right? Make grass starters great again. Well, in August we'll also have Rillaboom potentially coming out, so we have potential. We have potential for some cool grasses. And then yeah, you got the other days. I don't care so much about these ones. Piplup, yes, you can get Empoleon. If you can get Shadow Empoleon, that's pretty cool too. These two slightly less important, but I would suggest go and get a Turtwig. Get a Torterra for Great League. Torterra is only one attack away, one move update away from having meta play. It is worth getting PvP IVs, i.e. low attack with high HP and defense for a Torterra for Great League. These three, Snivy, Superior is good in Great League, so I would recommend that. These two, not so much at the moment, but as with everything, it's worth getting something for Great League for everything, right? Just have it as the option. You don't have to build it, just save one Pokemon of pretty much everything for Great League, just in case, right? Because the next move update's in a month and a half. It's in 2 months and a half. So go and get something for Great League for everything, because after Worlds, we are expecting massive, massive changes to GBL. We might not get them, but we're expecting them, and that's what matters. So anything could become meta within reason. Try and get everything for Great League. Finally, July 2nd to July 3rd, you've got the Chestnut, which can now run Thunder Punch. This one's pretty useless. Greninja's pretty cool. You can get a Greninja. This one has some potential because they could give a Spirit Shackle buff. They probably won't, but they might. Get an Incineroar for Great League. Listen to me. Get an Incineroar for Great League. You can get an Incineroar for every league, actually. Incineroar is another Pokemon that, despite being super squishy, is a cool Pokemon, and we should buff cool Pokemon. And it has potential. There are ways to make Incineroar meta, so try and get one. Poplio, I wouldn't worry about Poplio. You can. This is the one that you can skip, because the expectation is that we will get a Poplio Comday in the next couple of months. So you don't have to worry about that one as much. But if you can, try and get a Greninja, try and get an Incineroar, and then less so a Chestnut and a whatever the heck this thing evolves into. Decidueye. Raids. What's in raids? 1-star raids? Look, if you want to spend your hard-earned pennies on 1-star raids, sure, go ahead. Not going to be me. Field research task rewards. Mega Energy. We talked about Megas. Megas, one of the best ways to get resources in this game, right? You get more XLs when you have Megas evolved. So you want Mega Energy. If there's free Mega Energy, free, quotation mark free, right? It's in research. It doesn't require a raid to get it. Awesome. All right, so these are the Pokemon that you can get Mega Energy for during this event. Timed research. You get some hat stuff. Congratulations, hat lovers. And then some paid time research if you want to pay. Ooh, what's this? Whispering in the Woods for $5 of the US variety, you can get Shiny Celebi. Not particularly useful, but if you want one and you don't have one, then go for it. I think if you've already done it, if you've already got one Shiny Celebi, you're not going to be able to get another one. Why Grimer, Niantic? Why Grimer? Well, Grimer is Pokemon number 88. It is the 8th anniversary. I think there's nothing more to it than that. So, Party Hat Grimer, and it can be shiny. You can get shiny Party Hat Grimer, the Pokemon number 88. Right, let's go back to GBL. That is enough. That is enough Grimer propaganda for one day. Okay, let's get some good Elo. Let's do this. Where's my Caterpie? You want Party Hat Caterpie? We've got Party Hat Caterpie. Or is that a worm? I can't remember. That's 1/8 per Grimer form? Wow. Ericsson, again? Hello. We played Ericsson twice yesterday, I'm told. Ericsson, I like your best buddy Palkia, but it's not a hundo and it's not shiny, so we both know the real winner is here. Thinking. We're going to take the next one, that's fine. Okay, they've overfarmed. Oh, they're going to reach their Stone Edge before I reach. Oh no. Yep, we're not going to win this. We're not going to win this. There's no way. It's looking a bit Snova. It's... Yeah. Well done, Ericsson. Is there anything I could do differently there? I don't know. Maybe if I... Maybe try and catch Spatial Rend on Necrozma. I mean, sure. But then they come in with Landorus or with Ho-Oh, right? Which is pretty painful. But I guess I then have all my Palkia energy still to use. I get you. Bait out the Lando or Ho-Oh. Yeah, maybe. That team is kind of common. Okay. Well, we'll remember it then. We'll remember it. If we see a Palkia lead, always assume, obviously, that there's a Landorus in the back. So that's why I'm going to save swap my Landorus. Because there's always a Kyogre in the back, and it makes sense. Does that mean Mewtwo is the middle? Dialga, Mewtwo, Kyogre is pretty common. Where's my Zarude when I need it? There is a... Please let me get my Dragon Breath through first. Please, 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 please. Yes! Great success. I need to get shields down, basically. Shields down, because then at least Palkia might be able to spatial run something. I'll... Goodness, I'll let the first one go, I guess. Shield this. Shield this, gosh darn it! Shield it! Yes. Can anyone remember, did I bank a Sunsteel Strike? No, I needed that. Please, Sunsteel Strike, please have one, yes. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, please take this out, please, 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 please. It doesn't take this out, does it? Oh my goodness, there's a chance! No, no! Yes! We did it! How can you ever get annoyed at this game, huh? All we know is victory. What a game. Who was worried? Yeah, never in doubt, never in doubt. Yeah, sure. And breathe. Beating Zygarde, right? It hits different. Honestly, genuinely, when you beat against when you beat a Zygarde, when you're against a Zygarde and you beat it, different feeling. Okay, let's try again with the Landorus swap. And then they're staying in because they've got a steal in the back, right? I'm not going to shield this time. Oh, that isn't nothing. What's in the back? Palkia? No, can't be. Okay. Oh, better not be Ho in the back. It's not ideal. I mean, okay, if it's Ho in the back, we lose. I'm double debuffed, right?
1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony until one day
Let's get the shield down.
catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Okay. We CMP'd, so they're dry. We're gonna have to take Dark Pulse. We're gonna Sunsteel Strike that Zygarde. We're gonna Sunsteel Strike it. This is an earthquake. Moral victory, okay? How well did we play that? How well did we play that? We got the CMP ties perfectly, the farm downs perfectly. Moral victory. Oh, dearie me. That's cool. I think we're fine. I think we're good. Do I think debuffs should be applied if you shield the move? Look, I don't mind that suggestion. But what you would have to do is buff all debuff moves. Because currently, most debuff moves, most debuff attacks aren't super efficient on the basis that they debuff. And that they guarantee debuff, right? So if you were to change that game mechanic, that's fine. But it just means that all debuff moves would probably be buffed. And that means if you don't shield a debuff move, you're probably taking more damage or more debuffs more quickly. And that can be more annoying. If the suggestion is to keep every single debuff move as it is and just change the shield situation, then I'm not sure. Then I'm not so sure. It just become a meta change because all of those debuff moves are then quite bad. How about a move that debuffs the energy you generate instead of the damage? I think that's a little bit too complicated, but along that line of thinking, I wouldn't be opposed to them introducing an attack that cleared all debuffs in the game. So you give a bulky Pokemon something like Haze equivalent, and it does some damage, but the outcome is also that it clears all debuffs. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? Matt Beer! Welcome, mate. How you doing? How's your stream? What has Matt been up to, chat? How's his stream going? How are his battles going? Matt only has fun playing this game. He told me. He said, Freed, I've never not had fun playing this game. Famously. Those were his words. We'll shield one. We'll let the next one go through because then we can mud shot down if we have to. So this is fine. And then we're gonna win against Dialga in the bond. So we're all good. We're all good. Welcome in, team, from Matt Beer. How was the stream? How were his battles? Matt Beer is very, very good at GBL, so I assume he must be legend already, right? There's no way he isn't. How was the stream? What team is he using? Tell me. Big farm down. The inferior Dialga, I know. It's shiny though. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful Dialga, but it's just not as good anymore. Unless you give it Roar of Time. And then all of a sudden, that Dialga becomes pretty good again. The game was laggy, so he rage quit. What am I doing? I'm not really paying attention. How much health was this Ho-Oh on? I'm not looking. 0. Yeah, so we just played a game where I had an attack played near perfectly. And the game just paused and I lost. Which is very sad for me. Very, very sad for me. Matt Beer rage quit his stream? No way. Matt Beer would never do such a thing. Quakeoko? Sure. Festival Viper has been following me for 1 year and 10 months, 25 days and 7 hours? Wow. That is impressive. You were following me before I even started streaming properly. You were following me back when I was a little baby. Summer League team suggestion? No, I do not have one. I'm not playing Summer Cup. I am playing Master League. In the middle of your song request? Rude. Rude! Matt Beer, how could you? I'll have a word. I will have a word. Matt, I actually need you, by the way. He's probably not in stream, so he's not listening to me. Can someone remind Matt? No. Can someone remind... No, don't remind me. There's no point. Someone tell Matt that I need him. Send me a DM. I need to talk to him about something. Did I have a good time in Madrid? It was a great time. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. Should we catch a Psystrike on this line? When should we catch it? Which one should we catch? Catch the second one? We can try. Will that work? Interesting. Let me think. Get a shield, then try and catch the second one. It would help if I could see them attacking. I don't know what's going on. Look at phone. Madrid was gorgeous. Madrid is really gorgeous, so if you haven't... If you've never been to Madrid, go to Madrid. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and find some of my videos that I took wandering around Madrid. And I will try and make... Do you know what I did, team? Do you know what I did? Just for you guys. I downloaded TikTok. Ugh, gross. I know. Do I need this? Yeah, let's keep it. Let's keep it. I will try and make a video, a very, very short video, just of... with some B-roll, maybe. With some B-roll. Of Madrid, because Madrid was gorgeous. The parks were amazing. The sun, the city, the buildings. Very spacious. Felt very safe. Roads were nice. I know it sounds weird saying roads are nice, but honestly, when roads are nice, it makes a difference. Okay, we're going to one shield full farm this down with Lion. And we're going to start nuking some stuff. I think that's going to make sense. And yeah, the event was fun. The event was fun. I wish that with the event... Oh, wow, they had no shields? Stop it. Stop it. Something's getting Sunsteel striked. There's a bit of lag, We cannot lose, but for lag. I have a rend banked, you are right, and I'm not risking anything in this game, so I'm keeping my shield. I'm keeping my shield for the spatial rend. It's so safe, police everywhere. Yeah, honestly, it genuinely I felt really safe. Normally, Matt Beer, welcome in. Matt, I need you to send me a DM, please, on Discord, because I need to talk to you. It felt super safe. I was actually a bit apprehensive going around with my phone out to start with, and I was like, oh, there are lots of people with their phone out, you got to be careful. But actually, it felt super safe. I think there are a couple of areas where you just need to be a bit mindful of like your wallet or your purse, because they can go. And other than that, I thought it felt safe. It was a beautiful city, very, very regal. The Whomst has awoken the Ancient One. Matt, I heard you cried on stream. Can you talk me through what happens? Don't worry, I'm just DMing my guy Matt Beer. Private DMs. But Matt, tell me, what happened? Why were you crying on stream? Chat said you started crying and you got a bit snotty. Is this true? No. There were no pickpockets at GoFest that I'm aware of, but I'm just saying that there are areas of Madrid where we were warned to be a bit more cautious because there might be. Defense drop? You fraud. Wait, I didn't even throw! I didn't even press that. Did I? Fuck thumb. Stupid. Fuck puppets. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It is a big city, so there are going to be some wrong-uns. But in general, it felt... when we got incinerated during his 2-turn move. Sounds like a skill issue. Aggressive swaps. We love aggressive swaps. Show me what you got. Sergio, am I coming to Toronto? When is Toronto, please? Please tell me. When is Toronto? Team, I have some good news. My ESTA was confirmed today, which is very, very happy for me. It means I can travel to the US as many times as I want in the next 2 years. What's in Toronto? Sergio will be, I assume. Toronto will be the regional, the Toronto regional for next season. Please let me reach my second Dark Pulse, because that would be really cool. December? December? Well, I'm not expecting there to be a European event in December, so yes. So yes, I can come to Toronto if you want. What gave it away? Ian, tell me, what gave that away? Oh no. Am I gonna get Sunseals? Oh, I don't know if I can survive too. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, this is bad. This is bad. Thomas! How you doing? Welcome in, Tom. How's your day going? Okay, if Toronto is in December, then maybe, yes. Maybe I can consider coming to that. I've never been to Canada, actually. I've never been to Canada. If you are British, you come to the US as much as you want. No visa needed. Not quite. Not quite. You need to have... if you are British, under a British passport, you are eligible for what's called an ESTA. That is basically a visa waiver. So you need to apply for an ESTA. But I did that earlier today. 20 minutes later, you are approved. So I can now come. It's all good for 2 years. They make you fill out some. Questions. They're like, do you have cholera? Are you a terrorist? And as long as you press no on almost most of them, no, definitely press no on all of them, then that would help your application. And they do ask those questions. They're very explicit, very forward questions. The US government would be maybe a little bit too forward on a first date, is all I'd say. But that was all approved. 2 years, I'm told, go to... I didn't see that they were best buddied as well. I would have played this differently. Why aren't we catching that move? I guess. You're American and you go to the UK without the visa open? Wow, that's because we Brits were so welcoming. But to get into the US, they're a little bit more strict. They wanted to know where I'm going to be staying. They were getting a bit needy about things. Interesting. Thinking. CMP. God, it's too easy. You're watching Scotland? Tom, how are they getting on? I haven't actually watched any Euros yet. I haven't watched any Euros. Jongo, that's why we didn't catch it. We know what we're doing. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Once you leave the US, they don't care where you go, but they care what you've done before you enter. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted a lot of information about me. There was actually a funny one. They asked what my socials are. They were like, can you tell me all of your handles on all of your social media? And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, buy me dinner first. But I gave them some of my like old socials that I don't really use. Not that I feel like my Pogo socials are going to do me a disservice. But they will go through my socials, so they'll go through. I mean, I haven't even opened Facebook in a long time. I remember a couple of years ago, someone said that they'd messaged me on Facebook. They said, "Can I message you on Facebook?" Or they either messaged me on Facebook, right? And I was like, fine. So I re-downloaded Facebook to try and read this message. And when I was flicking through to find this message, I found a message from my mum. I was like, oh, my mum sent me a message. That's cute. And so I opened this message from my mum, and I was like, oh, this is a strange message to send. I don't really understand the context. And it turned out she'd sent the message 4 years earlier. And I just hadn't opened Facebook since then. I have made a mistake here. I've let this Melmetal flip switch. I wasn't really supposed to do that. Oh no, I haven't. It's all good. It's all good. Never in doubt. Show me the Dialga. Even better! Who wants to get Sunsteel struck? Oh my god, I've got so much delay on this. I didn't plug the Twitch. Yeah, follow me on Twitch, Mr. President. Do you know what they did? I found it really funny actually. So in the UK, right, whenever you've got any form of official documentation, any form of official websites, right, that's referencing law, it might say, let's say for example, it might say under the that was a boom under the Travel Act 1986, that doesn't exist, but they might say that for example, they might say under this provision you are required to disclose XYZ, right? But the US doesn't do that in the same way. The US likes to add a little bit more flavor. They want to give you a little bit more context, you know? What is this act that you're speaking of? So instead, they say something along the lines of, on March the 4th, 2021, President Obama signed into force the Travel Regulations Act 19... And it's like, why do I need this detail? Why am I reading this? And I'm just like trying to press skip. But then they're like, promise us that you have read everything we have said, or we will come to your house. Oops. But I just found that funny. I just found that there's that element of politicism about everything that you're reading in these sections. Yeah, they are so extra. I was like, I don't know what are you trying to convey with this? Am I supposed to be like, oh, President Obama's the reason why I'm having to fill out this form? Or am I supposed to be like, yo, thanks President Obama for making this form for me so that I can come to the US? Like, I don't know. Well, how do you want me to read it? It made no sense to me, but I just found that entertaining. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that is the beauty of it. 9, 10. Free Shadow Claw? Stop it, naughty. One, 2, 3. God, do you know what? As much as I want Dawn Wings, this line's pretty cool. This Power Ranger thing is awesome. Donk. Hey, 4, 5. Well, now I'm going to farm up and I'm going to nuke lots of things here. America really does have a hard case of main character syndrome. Yeah, it really does. It really does. 1, 2, 3. We're going to throw up bad timing, which is because we're at 100 energy, but it's fine. It's fine. Can we reach another attack? Donk. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh! Yes! That is great success. Great success. Nice. Very nice. Good question. 15, 15, 13. So look at all this orange. Amazing, amazing. 15, 15, 13's good, right? But unless you have tons of XLs, such that you're able to build another, should you get a better one, then at least wait until Global Go Fest. Because you might get a better one from Global Go Fest. We're also about to have an event where we've got increased chances of Lucky Friends. So then if you get Lucky Friends and you're able to do Lucky Trades, again, you've got more chance. So the reason why I've built my 15, 15, 14 is because I've just got back from Madrid and I have plenty of XLs. Yeah, okay, then there you go. You got 1,000 XLs, go and have fun, right? If the dust isn't an issue, the XLs obviously aren't an issue. Just build whatever one you can and go and have fun. That's exactly what I'm doing with this line here. And then hopefully I can get a hundo or like a shiny 98 or something. Oh, what? Boo. And then I will, hey Gumi, and then I'll build another one. So yeah, would recommend doing it. Go and have fun. I think we've had fun with this line. There are a couple of games that I should have won that I haven't. There are a couple of games that I should have won that out of no fault of my own, I was unable to. You know, the game was the game. Generally speaking, the line has been good. And we climbed a little bit with that in mind. We did drop a little bit too because of that, but we should probably be higher than this. But it's all chill. It's cool. It's cool. But is it going to lose significant battles compared to a hundo? No, not really. You're losing 1 or 2 HP, right? It's not the end of the world. 15. You're losing 2 HP. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We can see your best Pokemon? Sure. Sure. By best, did you just mean my highest CP? You want to build your 15, 13, 12 shiny? I don't think I'll be playing Master League anytime in the future. As a maybe consider waiting. Maybe consider waiting until Global Go Fest. Just wait a couple of weeks because you might get a better one. You might lucky trade a better one. 15, 15, 14 is a functional hundo, says Ian. That's not true. That is not true. It is not a functional hundo. So, if anyone wants to know quickly, very, very quickly, how a functional hundo works. So, wait, I'll just put it on my Pokemon because someone said they wanted to see those. Okay, so a functional hundo, what that means is where the one IV stat is lower, that your stats end up being exactly the same as if you were a hundo, right? You're functionally a hundo. Now, it can never work with defense because defense is a stat that will always go down when you lose some defense. But an HP stat might go down and it might not go down. And the reason is because of how you calculate the stats. So, for example, I'll give you an example. The base stat of a Groudon. This is getting technical. I don't want you to be put off by anything I'm saying. I'm just trying to give you an explanation so that if you are interested, you know. If you're not interested, just don't worry about what I'm saying because you don't actually need to know this, right? I know this, you don't need to know this. It's not actually relevant for PvP. Okay, but just the way that it works, base stat of Groudon is 205. The way that they work out the exact HP stat in-game is it's 205 plus the IVs, so 15 for a Hundo or 14 for a Groudon with one less IV in HP. And then it's got a CP multiplier. At level 50, the CP multiplier is approximately 0.84, and you do that calculation and you end up at 184 HP. That's with 15 IV. Now, the way that it works with rounding is that even with 14 IVs, you still round to 184. All Master League Pokemon with a 184 defense, with 184 HP, have functional hundos. Go and have a look. Prove me wrong, right? Your Dialga, Reshiram, Zekrom, Groudon, Kyogre, Landorus, Therian, all of them 184 HP, all of them functional hundos at 15, 15, 14. The only other one that comes to mind immediately to me is Zacian. Zacian also has a functional hundo at 15, 15, 14. Everything else, pretty much in Master League, give or take, pretty much everything else doesn't have a functional hundo. There are the majority of everything else that's relevant doesn't have a functional hundo. So Dialga, Reshiram, Zekrom, Groudon, Kyogre, and Landorus Therian, as well as Zacian, and obviously Zamazenta, but no one uses that, all have functional hundos. Landorus Incarnate? Sure. I haven't checked that one, but sure. But those all can, at 15, 15, 14, like this sexy boy, has the exact same stats as a hundo. So this is a functional shundo, I guess you could say, right? Same as this. Functionally, it's a shundo. This is a shundo. But you get my point, right? You get my point. So, yes, your Necrozma, if you lose... what about Therian Landorus? Yes, Therian Landorus has a functional hundo at 15, 15, 14. So, Landorus Therian, 15, 15, 14, exactly the same stats as a 15, 15, 15 at level 50. Sometimes that also translates into level 51. There might be situations when it doesn't, but I think it does. I do think at level 51 they still are functional hundos. Is that true? Have I lied to you? Let's check. Let's go check. Let's check together. Let's check. Okay, we've got a Dialga here. Hello. Here, this Dialga is 50. 15, 15, 15. And we're looking at this stat here, 184. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this to 14. And we're just going to see. We're going to keep an eye on the 184, see if that changes. 14. 184 still. Okay. Functional hundo at level 50. That's all you need to do to be able to find the answer to that. But now we're going to check at level 51. At level 51, you have 185 HP. If we change it to 14, which I'm about to type in now, does it stay or does it change? It stays. So it remains a functional hundo even at level 51. Okay? So that's good to know. For those legendaries, that is good to know. 15, 15, 14 is exactly the same in practice to 15, 15, 15 for Dialga, Zekrom, Reshiram, Kyogre, Groudon, Zacian. Those are the relevant ones. And Landorus Therian, sorry. And Landorus Therian. Those are the relevant ones. There will be others, they're just a bit less relevant. I'm not going to go through every single one, but you can check exactly the way that I've just checked this Dialga. You just change it to 14 and see if the HP stat changes. There are other situations in which that is relevant as well. I'm going to give you an example in Great League. This is actually important information, so listen to me. Always listen to me, but especially when I'm saying something that's actually useful. So what we're going to do is we're going to change to Great League, and we're going to type in Goodra. Goodra. Many of you will have got the Goodra from the Conde. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this Goodra pretty near 1500. Okay. Trying to find a good example of this. 23. Okay. Okay. Look at this. Pay attention to the screen. What I'm showing you here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, right? Look at this. So, on the left-hand side, you have a 4.13.8 Gudra. It hits 1497 CP. Okay? If you take away an HP stat from this, it goes to 1494 CP. And you might think, oh, I haven't maximized my stats here because I've lost an HP. But if you pay attention to the stamina stat, the stamina here is exactly the same as a stamina here, 7 and 8, right? So what that's telling you is that IV in HP is useless. Whether it's 1494 or 1497, you always have 114 HP. So there's no point for a Gudra to have 8 HP here over 7 HP. You'd rather have 7 HP and have an extra stat in defense. And now your defense has gone up and your HP is exactly the same. So a 4.13.8 is worse than a 4.14.7 for sure, right? For sure. Let's have a look at the overall stat product. Let's see how that changes. So this is the 4.14.7, 1867, 4.14.7, 1867. We're going to take 1 off here and add it to here. You're at the same CP, but you've lost some stat product. Can you see that? You've gone from 1859, 1867. The exact same CP, one here, but they don't always have the same impact. So that's an example of where rounding errors for HP stats can have effect not just in Master League. But it's relevant because obviously you're talking about functional hundos. In Master League, I'm just showing you that there are situations where it's relevant in Great League as well. So go through your Gudra. If your Gudra is running an HP stat, bear in mind that with Gudra and with some other Pokemon, changes in IVs to the HP stat don't always, and it's always HP, right? It's not the other two. Attack and defense will always change. It's HP that might not change. And the reason for that, what's the reason? Tell me what the reason is. Or I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You have a decimal point here on the defense, exactly, rounding. You have a decimal point here on the attack. Okay? This is always discrete figure. It's always whole. Right? So it has to be rounded. Whereas this is only rounding this number. So there's a much smaller variance over here. Whereas this can round to a whole extra HP or not. Which can be more important. For anyone that has got Gudra and wants to know which Gudra I would run, let's have a quick look at how Gudra fares against the meta. So what we'll do is we'll put Gudra here. This is just a rank 1 Gudra. Don't know why it's got power whip. Let's have a look at a Gudra with a bit of attack. There's our 14.7. Nice. Does anyone have any Gudra IVs they want me to check? I can chuck them in as well. Do you want a 0.14.14? Well, a 0.14.14 is obviously not as good as a 1.14.14, right? So it's still good, but you've lost out on 0.5 attack, which might not make a difference, but obviously if you could choose, then you'd obviously choose the 1.14.14, which is the rank 1. You still got a rank 7, so well done, well done. And then let's go for some high attacks here. So this is an 8.14.14, and then what I always like to check is silly attacks. So we'll check this one as well. Let's just have a look. How are these Gudras doing? You also got an 8.15.12. Yeah, we've got a similar-ish one there up there. Okay, look at this. So the averages here, you can see that the rank 1 is averaging higher. The win rates here, you can see the rank 1 is got the highest win rate. But let's have a look at the breakpoints. What's relevant? Okay, so this Gudra picks up Poliwrath and Typhlosion. That's not particularly relevant. Those aren't going to change a huge amount, right? This one picks up Guzzlord. Ooh, it picks a Lickitung breakpoint. That one can be relevant. These may be a little less relevant. That Lickitung one is interesting. That it can do 4 damage per Dragon Breath against a Lickitung. Let's check the bulk points. No differences with the 4-14-7. Awesome, as expected. Dragonite and Mantine. Ideally, you might not want to lose a Mantine breakpoint, bulk point. And here you lose tons, so that's something to bear in mind. Let's check the wands. Those are all the 2 shield scenarios. In the wands, again, it looks like the rank 1 is averaging best and has the highest win rate. But notice that this Gudra with high attack, because of that Lickitung breakpoint, picks up a Lickitung. And so in my head, I'm like, hold on a minute, that's a very relevant breakpoint to hit. If you want to pick up Lickitung, you can pick it up with hitting this Dragon Breath breakpoint. What about in the zeros? In the zeros, Gudra doesn't seem to perform that well against the meta. That's maybe one of the reasons why I'm not personally that fussed about Gudra for Worlds. Some people are, but me personally, when your zeros are this bad, I'm a bit uncomfortable about it. But I'm sure we'll see some players do well with Gudra. What I might quickly do is just have a quick look at that Lickitung one, right? Because the Lickitung breakpoint, as we said, was relevant. And so what we'll do is we'll go Lickitung here. We'll click this. And this is going to take us to the matchup specifically between Gudra and Lickitung. What I'll do is I'll make Lickitung a best buddy rank 1, where it's got slightly higher defense than the normal rank 1, just because we want to give ourselves a little bit of buffer. And then we're going to scroll down. We're going to press battle again. We're going to scroll down past the matchup matrix, past the optimal timing matrix to breakpoints and bulk points. And we're looking at the stat that says 123.18. That is the attack stat that you need to hit the breakpoint. Is that right? Yeah, wow, okay, that is quite high. To hit the breakpoint against Lickitung. This is saying that the highest rank Gudra that can hit that breakpoint is a 15.86. So we're going to tap this here. It's going to put 15.86 in for us. It gives us the attack stat that we need to hit the breakpoint against Lickitung that's best buddied ranked 1. 7, 15, 15 at level 50.5. If it's level 50.5, that means you need to power it up to 49.5 and best buddy it. Don't power it up to 50. It's 49.5 plus best buddy. Then if we press battle here, you can see when you hover that Dragon Breath is doing 4 damage. Meanwhile, Lick is only doing 2 damage. And in the matrix, that means Gudra is getting 2s, simultaneous knockout. 1s, you will win. 0s, you will lose. That is a 15.86 Gudra. Let's change it back to a rank 1, right? Everyone I know always chases the rank 1s, but how does the rank 1 fare? So just to remember, 443, 526, 500. You change it to rank 1, all of a sudden, you've dropped from 443 to 377. Right? You've dropped from over 500 to 450. And you've dropped from 500 on the dot to 422. So that breakpoint is super significant for Lickitung. What you've then got to do is judge how relevant is that Lickitung matchup to you. If your team, when you're building a Show 6 team, is slightly soft to Lickitung, you might want to consider the Lickitung breakpoint. If your team, when you're building your Show 6 team, is very strong against Lickitung, you don't need to worry about that breakpoint. You've got enough coverage for Lickitung elsewhere. And 15.86 means you lost a lot of bulk, right? This is the stat product of a Gudra at rank 1, 1906, right? That is medium bulk. That is medium bulk. It is not bulky, it is just medium bulk. But if you change to 15.86, You dropped to 1820. You dropped almost 100 in stat product. And you start to get to the lower end. Still medium bulk, but you start to get to the lower end of medium bulk. 1800, right? That's not that bulky. That's like an Annihilate, right? Annihilate, 1833. 1820, right? So if you think Annihilate is bulky, that's what your Gudra is going to. If you think Annihilate is squishy, that's what your Gudra is going to. The 1800s, it's the start of where you start to get a little bit squishy. The lower end of medium bulk, I'd say. Would I run 1586? I don't know. Let's sim them. We're just going to only sim rank 1 versus 1586. And I'll see if I would run this. We're going to check the 2s. So although your matchup wins are lower, that's not always the most important piece of information. Sometimes the averages are quite important. For the matchups, we'll check down here. What are we actually dropping? We're picking up Altaria. We're picking up Shadow Feraligatr. We're picking up Lickitung. These could all be very meta relevant. We're dropping Shadow Dragonair and Shadow Dragonite. I don't know how many we're going to see. We might see 1 or 2. We might not see them on every team though. We're certainly not going to see them on every team. Whereas we might see some of these Pokemon on quite a lot of teams. The Mirror against the rank 1, that's going to be pretty bad. Magnezone, you lose. Shadow Quagsire, you then lose in the 2s. Registeel and Umbreon. Let's have a look at the 1s. 521 versus 486 and 17. So again, overall, the rank 1's looking better. But you're picking up this Lickitung. You're picking up a Poliwrath. But you're dropping quite a few things as well. And then finally the 0s, of which Gudra doesn't perform that well in any way. Your win rate's actually the same. Your average is pretty much the same. But this time you take the Shadow Feraligatr, you should take a Shadow Venusaur, probably not that relevant, and you're dropping Charger Bug. That could be important. Normal Feraligatr, Gudra, Mandy, Shadow Sableye. That one's not that important. Overall, I would probably just go with the rank 1. If I had to run a Gudra, I'd probably just go with the rank 1. I don't think, for me personally, that the wins that the high attack Gudra is picking up, in my mind, for me, I don't think that outweighs the other matchups that Gudra can otherwise win. But that is not the end of what you should be checking. There is one more thing that you should be checking that I know most of you won't have checked. And that is the 1-0 shield scenario. The reason I want you to check this, on whatever Gudra you have, is go and have a look to see how your Gudra fares against Azumarill and Cresselia when it's got a shield advantage. Normally, both of these Pokemon are gonna beat you in even shields. In even shields, a lot of the time, both of these Pokemon can beat you. But in the 1-0s, if you start chasing too high an attack stat, you cannot beat Azumarill or Cresselia even with an extra shield. And in my mind, if you are running a dragon that has access to Thunder Punch, which is super effective against Azumarill, if you are running a dragon that has access to Thunder Punch, and you still can't win with a shield advantage against a water Pokemon, that's not for me. Maybe consider running a different dragon. Because if you're going to lose to this anyway, you may as well put out more damage with something else, right? You may as well run something like Shadow Dragonair if you want to. So I quite like, personally, that the rank 1 Gudra can win against Azumarill and win against Cresselia with a shield advantage. Are the 1-14-14 and 0-15-15 Gudra the same? Oh, it's a rank 2. Yeah, they're basically going to be the same, right? 117.5. We can just put them alongside each other, actually. See for yourself. You can see for yourself. Look at this. So overall stat product 1905, 1906. Attack at 118. You drop a bit of attack if you go to the 0 attack. So you'll lose CMP against almost every single Gudra. Right? You'll lose CMP against almost every single Gudra if you use the 0-15-15. Your HP stat stays the same, but you gain a little bit of defense. Let's check whether or not that defense makes a difference for anything. You can check that. We'll go on to the Matrix. We'll go on to these shield scenarios. We're going to check bulk points. It's not suggesting that there's any fast attack bulk point for Gudra here. There might be charge attack bulk points, but your average is near identical. Right, the reason it's dropped slightly is because you're going to lose the 2s in the mirror because you have a lower attack stat. Again, you're just losing the mirror, and in the 0s, there's no difference because you're probably simultaneously knocking out the other Gudra. Wait, that doesn't make sense. How are you doing? How are you? Are you doing that? Yeah, you are. Cool. Okay, so the 0-15-15 is not the same as the 1-14-14 because the 0-15-15 Gudra will lose in the mirror to the 1-14-14. But if you take away the mirror, then yes, your Gudra should function pretty much the same. One thing I'd say is that if we look at the 0-15-15, what happens if we take away 1 HP stat? Nothing. And this is what I mean, right? That HP IV that you had, meaningless. Doesn't add anything to your Gudra. You lose a little bit of CP, but that doesn't mean anything. But that stamina stat was wasted there. Now, you can't put that stamina stat into defense. You can't go to 16. And if you were to go to 1, you go above the 1500 threshold. Which is why you may as well just use this one. If you have it, obviously. But you can see what I mean when I'm saying the 0-15-15 is not as efficient. What you can do with your 0-15-15, if you haven't evolved it yet, oh, it's not going to be in here. The 0-15-15 is the rank 1 Hisuian Gudra. So if you haven't evolved, I don't think we've got this in the game yet. If you haven't evolved your 0-15-15, hold on to it. Because when Hisuian Gudra is released, from memory, that is the rank 1 for Hisuian Gudra. If you've already evolved it, don't worry. Don't worry. Right, team, I think that's everything from me for this evening. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will be back probably on Friday? Should we say Friday? Friday? Don't worry if you did. Don't worry if you did. Like, Hisuian Gudra's not coming out anytime soon, right? So you can get another one. Don't worry, don't worry. Solly, enjoy your gym session. It was good to have you here. Let's go and raid. Should we go and raid Marto? Right, Marto Galdi. Say hi to Marto. He's a LATAM streamer. He's a very, very good player. He has raided us before, and we are going to return the favor. I will see you all on Friday, right? Don't be late. Let me type in his name, Marto Galde. But he does stream in Spanish, so if you want to practice your Spanish, or if you just want to watch some good battles, then feel free to stay in his stream. Otherwise, go and enjoy the rest of your afternoons and evenings, and see you on Friday, team. Lots of love. Bye 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 bye.